Bitcoin is right now creating a cup and handle pattern, and in this exact video I will talk about this pattern, the price targets of this pattern, and much more important stuff we need to discuss right now, because on the imminent short term Bitcoin is coming down again here, and on the bigger time frames we are still holding up towards that 25,000 US dollar support. I will give a brief update on my trade, what I will be doing with my trade if Bitcoin does decide to come down, and much more important stuff we need to discuss right now in today's update video. So don't forget to slap up that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 500? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. Once looking at the imminent short term, we did saw of course that yesterday Bitcoin had an 8% bounce back towards the upside, but like we can see, I talked about this very important horizontal level of this very important 27.4k level. You can see previously around we got rejected by this level, and yet again once we were trying to be breaking above it, we saw a significant rejection, and basically after since we moved towards the downside yet again. So far Bitcoin is of course not necessarily at the lows here, and with my trade I'm still in an approximately 0.1 Bitcoin in profit. It's not a very huge profit, but like I've said for quite a while here, I am still expecting that Bitcoin can even go down to 24 to 25,000 US dollars. For me, I won't be surprised if Bitcoin will keep continuing to go down here. I am prepared for Bitcoin to go down all the way to $20,000, because the lower Bitcoin goes, the more margin I will be adding towards my trade. Currently it's a 120,000 US dollar Bitcoin trade, but of course as prices go down I am going to be adding more margin, and I am actually planning to be building up a trade up towards $1 million US dollars. So make sure to get ready for that. Make sure to follow me on this YouTube channel, because I will exactly keep you guys up to date whenever I hit my targets of that $1 million US dollar trade, and I will just keep adding more margin as the prices continue to go down here. So on the imminent short term, it's very hard to say what's going to be happening next. Here on the 4 hourly time frame, we saw the breakdown. We already reached our price target on the lower side, and right now the question really remains, what is going to be happening with Bitcoin on the imminent short term? And personally, I don't think I can answer that question by just looking at this chart right here. The lower time frames are very hard to predict right now here, but looking at the daily time frame, I've been saying for quite a while here, ever since Bitcoin hit $31,000, that I was expecting Bitcoin is going to come down towards this region right here. Currently, we have been retesting this region. Personally, I still think there's a possibility that Bitcoin could go a little bit lower here, but I expect there's going to be a major amount of support going to get found between $24,000 and 25.5k, basically the level that we retested yesterday. So I will be very patient right now here. I will be just waiting to see what is going to be happening next for Bitcoin. But personally, I do see right now we're trading on big support here. We're creating somewhat of a falling wedge pattern right here, like you can clearly see. And if you do know from history, falling wedges are typical bullish bias patterns for Bitcoin, and 8 out of the 10 times such kind of a pattern breaks towards the upside, and that is also why I am actually right now in that long position right now for Bitcoin, right? Been saying it for quite a while. I still expect Bitcoin could go lower here, and that is also no problem, because if Bitcoin goes lower, I will be adding more margin. So make sure to be aware on that. You can currently see 120,000 US dollar trade here for Bitcoin, and I'm planning to build up an even bigger position in the near future. If you are interested in trading yourself as well, you could do so on BitGet. BitGet allows you to trade without KYC, without a VPN, and you can also claim a free $15 by signing up an account, and you can claim a deposit bonus up to $50,000 by depositing some funds on the exchange. So make sure to check it out in the link in the description. Furthermore, we can currently see we are creating the falling wedge pattern, just like I told you here on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. This pattern actually looks quite bullish here right now, in my opinion. Of course, if we're looking at the bigger trend here, we do still see that Bitcoin is creating higher lows, what means that Bitcoin is technically speaking still in an uptrend here. And in exactly 5 days from now on, we're going to get the inflation data, and after that probably we're going to see more volatility hit the markets. We're also expecting that the Fed is done with hiking the rates, so it could be of course meaning that we're going to see a little bit more of a bullish second half of the year. So yeah, for that we just have to wait and see where it is going to come in at, but it does looks quite promising if you would ask me here. You can see also the daily time frame finding very big support on the 25k. If we're going to be seeing another big level of support below us, it's going to be also trade somewhere around $24,000 to $25,000. This upper sloping support line right here. So far we've not touched it yet, but if these two levels here from the top side and lower side meet with each other, we're expecting a breakout to be happening before the beginning of July. But personally, I am expecting a breakout is going to happen earlier. Why? Is because if I will be looking at the pattern that we're currently creating on Bitcoin, we are creating one gigantic cup and handle pattern, and a cup cup and handle pattern is definitely a bullish bias pattern on the price action of Bitcoin, and we are creating one right now here. You can clearly see we created that exponential lows, and then we created exponential rally towards the upside, basically the V-shaped recovery. And after the V-shaped recovery, we exactly run in towards the same level of resistance. This top side right here, you can call it the neckline, you can call it the resistance box, whatever you can call it, but you can see we got rejected by that exact same level here. So that is the level to be breaking for Bitcoin right now. To be exact, it's 31 to 31.7k here. If we do break above that level, we're definitely going to see more bullish momentum happening for Bitcoin. And right now, we're creating the handle of the cup and handle pattern, and that's basically the last stage before Bitcoin is going to absolutely go wild here. And once we break the downtrend, we are going to see a shocking price target, and yes, indeed, it's a shocking price target. If you're going to look at the cup and handle pattern, you're going to see a shocking price target to a Bitcoin worth an approximately 52,000 US dollars, even 53,000 US dollars. So this is a crazy pattern with a crazy price target. I am not 1000% convinced that we're going to necessarily reach it, but this is definitely a beautiful setup if you would ask me here. The cup looks beautiful, the handle looks beautiful, the entire pattern and the formation looks just perfectly for Bitcoin. This is also one of the many reasons why I'm opening up these long positions on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin and just the patterns are looking so incredibly bullish right now here. You can see also in the imminent short term, we're creating a beautiful falling wedge, and the falling wedge pattern breaks towards the upside 8 out of the 10 times, and that is something to be very much aware about right now here. So yeah, that is looking quite bullish for Bitcoin, and the price target is also significantly towards the upside, and that is also one of these many reasons why I'm currently swing trading Bitcoin with a small leverage and with more quantity. So that is exactly what I will be keep on doing here. I'm making only 0.1 Bitcoin here, but of course, if Bitcoin already shoots up to $30,000, I'm already going to make more than $40,000. So it's a very big opportunity to trade Bitcoin right now here. You don't necessarily need a lot of margin here to make a lot of money here in the coming days, since the setups are looking so great in my opinion. Furthermore, we can see on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, we are currently seeing the weekly EMA ribbon starting to flip into support. That is also looking very beautiful in my opinion. And on the weekly time frame, besides that we're currently creating a cup and handle formation, you can also see it as an inverse head and shoulders formation, because we create that left shoulder, that had the right shoulder, and right now we're seeing the retest of the neckline. And the neckline is also the place where you want to be going long here, so that is exactly what I did. I literally longed the exact bottom right here, and that is the reason why I'm already up in approximately 12% on my trade here. What is of course 2% because I'm 5x leverage long here. So this is of course a very big opportunity for everyone out there. I'm currently taking it, I'm currently using it. Of course, if Bitcoin goes lower, I'm going to add more margin. Never put all your eggs in one basket, and I'm also not saying that the Bitcoin bottom is necessarily right now in. I'm still expecting it could come down all the way here to 23.8k to $24,000, and that is still significantly piece lower. And if we go down towards that level, I'm going to even add more margin. So in the end of the day, it's only going to be making me more profit the lower Bitcoin goes. Furthermore, we can see also that on the weekly time frame, we actually saw that perfect retest of this level right here, and the previous 2 times we touched this resistance level. So that is also actually looking quite interesting here. But that was it for me in today's update video. I truly hope you did enjoy it, you learned something from it, and I told you my approach, what I'm currently looking at. The cup and handle formation is currently getting created. It looks extremely bullish if you would ask me. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel right now to exactly stay up to date about what I will be doing next with my trade here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.